Pat Olson alongside Jim Brovelli on the road with the USF Dons. The Dons in Southern California take on the Waves this afternoon in Malibu. In fact, we're here in the lobby of the Dons team hotel gearing up for the ball game. But, you know, a little bit of business before we get to tonight's matchup, Jim. Dons played well 2 nights ago at home against St. Mary's. An important game. They're all going to be big in league play, but it was a nice start for USF, a 76-72 win over a good Gales team.
A very good Gales team, and they've been good over recent years. And the last couple of years with Kyle Smith, USF has really taken off, winning 20 games in the last couple of years. So the first conference game, Pat, was really important to kind of send a message out, you know, who's going to dictate, you know, the rest of the conference season. And USF really sent a good message out. The 2 seniors, Nate Renfro and Frankie Ferrari, did an exceptional job, not only in the beginning, but late in the game. The score was tied 60-60. Nate Renfro coming from the weak side on a putback follow that really won the game, because that really changed the momentum of that contest.
So here are the Dons down in Southern California take on the Waves, you know, here in Malibu. And you know, Jim, you coached all those years when Pepperdine seemed to be, you know, the dominant team in this league when they had guys like Damon Lopez and Doug Christie, and you know, and then they went through a little bit of a doldrums. Now they got to Lorenzo Romar, and they got a good start in their first ball game a couple nights ago. They knocked off a good LMU team. Just shows how tough this league's going to be.
This league is exceptional this year. For a number of years, it's been kind of like the top 3 with BYU, St. Mary's, and Gonzaga. Well, this year's totally different. Of course, you've got Gonzaga on the top, number 7 team ranked in the country. But after that, I think it's wide open for that second place position if you can't knock off Gonzaga. And still, I think Gonzaga wouldn't be surprised if they get knocked off along the way in this league. That's how good it is this year. So you've got to be ready to come play every game. And particularly, you got to win your home games and maybe steal some games on the road. And Pepperdine is a very good team with Lorenzo Romar this season.
Do you have any you know, memories that come to mind of making trips down here, either as a player or a coach, taking on the Waves?
Well, as a player, I don't think we ever lost a game down here, to tell you the truth, because I was very fortunate to play on a very good team, nationally ranked team. But coaching, both in San Diego and at USF, it goes in cycles. When I was at USF, Pepperdine was really good. Jim Herrick was the coach at that time, and I'll tell you, they were very good, had NBA players. And of course, Loyola at that time down in Southern California had the Hank Gathers crew and Bo Kimball. So coming down Southern California was very difficult in those years. But in San Diego, we were very good at that year. We won the conference, and we were able to knock off Pepperdine and Loyola in those years. So it goes in cycles, and right now the cycles just seems to be changing a little bit. We know Gonzaga's up on top. Boy, again, that opening in this conference is there to be had.
Final comment from you, Jim. The Waves returned Cameron Edwards. I know he'd been out, you know, first part of the season for them. He was, you know, a little bit of a difference maker against the Lions. So what things does USF have to do coming up this afternoon at 5 o'clock to win here in Malibu?
Well, be yourself. You know, that's number 1. Don't worry about your opponent. Yes, you're on the road. You've got to make sure that each possession counts, and defensively, which is the real good, strong aspect of USF's basketball team, is strong defense, good team defense. Continue that, particularly on the road. Against a very solid Pepperdine team. Last year, Pat, they were very skilled and a very young team. So they're coming back and ready to go, and of course, that was a great win they had that first game against Loyola. So USF will be ready. Based on that win they had the other night against St. Mary's, and looking forward to it again this afternoon.
All right, Dons and Waves coming up a bit later on today in Malibu. It's a 5 p.m. tip-off inside the Firestone Fieldhouse. Jim and I will be on the radio side, 4:45 for the pregame on our flagship station, 1550 The Game. Thanks for watching, and so long from the lovely lobby of the Dons Hotel here in Southern California.